All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men, the women, and the children who follow. So, we got another lesson coming back at you. This one's speaking about um, really people selling out for money. Uh, it happened to the Lord, and it's definitely going to happen to some of the men in our times. Matter of fact, let's just since we brought it up, let's just go straight to the gusto.
Khan, this is First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith."
Yeah, man. The there's nothing wrong with money. Money is a defense. We need money to pay our bills. Eat food, so on and so forth. All right. There's nothing wrong with money, but it's the love of money. All right. That is the root of all evil. That is what makes people go outside of their normal character and do things that they wouldn't normally do. So in the time that we're coming in, okay, when the persecution comes, and we may have we may have a price on our head. Okay, if you find one of these Hebrew Israelites, turn them in, you get 5K, you get 10K, you get 50K, or in that time could be, 500,000 credits on your chip or something to along those effects. You know, only Yahweh Shem Yahshai knows, but we know in part, we prophesy in part, and we know that the persecution is going to come. We know that they already have laws on the books to uh, make us so-called domestic terrorists. So it says, read this second part again.
Khan, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Yeah, man, they've erred from the faith, man. You've gone astray, especially if you in the know. But our so-called friends, our so-called family, you know, people who so-called co-workers, people who know that we are strong in the faith, they're going to be the ones who gave us up. All right. Judas Iscariot was in the camp with Yahawashi, and he gave him up. But we won't go through all of that. Lord's word is edifying. And let's jump in this Sirach.
Sirach chapter 7 verse 18. "Change not a friend for any good by no means, neither a faithful brother for the gold of earth Ophir."
Yeah, man. It says, change not a friend for any good by no means. By no means are you supposed to turn your back on your brother. Like I mentioned, Judas was in the camp of Yahawashi, and you have so-called brothers out there. I'll say so-called brothers because they have alternative motives. All right, and they will sell you out for the gold of Ophir for that Judas purse, man. Let's jump right here. This ain't gonna be a long lesson.
It says, Jude chapter 1 verse 4, it says, "For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation."
Yeah, man, you got some slimy bastards in there that snuck their way into the camp or to the gospel. Not even really into the gospel, into our you know us being men, and you can fake the funk in front of us, but not to the Most High. Let's see what it says in NLT real quick.
I say this because some ungodly people have wormed their way into your churches.
Hey, I couldn't have said it better. You know what I'm saying? They have wormed their way and intermingled themselves in the church. All right, agent provocateurs, niggas that are paid off, niggas that have taken the Judas purse. All right, the slimy bastards have wiggled their way in amongst us, but they'll be weeded out when everything comes to light.
Saying that the Most High's marvelous grace allows us to live immoral lives. The condemnation of such people was recorded long ago, for they have denied our only Master and Lord, Yahawashi HaMashiach.
Yeah, man. Not only are they going off, not abiding by what the Lord said, but these the same niggas that got the Lord killed. Literally, Judas. Literally, the priest. Literally, the people who said, "We know no king but Caesar." Literally, the people who would prefer a murderer over the Lord. So these niggas been around. These niggas is back around. All right. So you best believe that they're here today, and they'll drop a dime on you quick. Your so-called friend that you knew from work. You thought he was your friend, but let him get an opportunity. Let him be hungry. Let him and his daughter ain't ate in 2 days. But he seen your face on a poster. Oh, I know that nigga. Yeah, we played basketball that one time, and I dropped him off at his house. I know exactly where he at. He gonna get that money, man. That's why we have to be careful on how we operate, and you might not see it. You might not see. You might think it's something harmless. You know, somebody. You might be doing a good deed, or just bringing people around you that don't need to be around you. Extra niggas, because in that time, man, that day, they're not. At the end of the day, they're on the other side. And if they're on the other side, you don't know what they'll do. They're an op, or an enemy. So we have to still keep this kingdom mindset and think and treat them as that. You can't let them get too close. Don't let them know your personal business. All right. Yeah. Let's get this one real quick.
God, which verse we starting at?
This.
16.
Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
Hey, that's through the spirit. I forgot all about this precept and starting from right there, but that backs up what I just said, man. We are sheep amongst wolves. All right. We are in our Clark Kent, during the day, and there are wolves around, man. There are, what's old boy, uh, with the lasers that
Dark side.
dark side.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. We
yeah.
in our Clark Kent, and there's dark sides around. You know what I'm saying? But there's people that don't like what we do through the spirit. All right, we have enemies. All right, it's starting with the so-called white man on down. Start with our friends, with our family. There's secret enemies, but at the end of the day, we are sheep amongst wolves. All right, so it said to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. We ain't got to do them nothing. We just got to know who they are, identify them, and treat them as such. But go about your day, man. Use prudence and be circumspect. That's why the scriptures speak about it. That's why the elders, the apostles speak about it, man. About prudence, about being circumspect, knowing you're around your surroundings. All right, being situationally aware of what's going on, being able to identify when it may be some trouble brewing, and making the right call in that moment. All right, go ahead.
But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a
Yeah,
testimony.
yeah. So we went over that before being delivered up unto the councils. Being up. delivered it to uh, the priest like Yahawashi was. In these times, that would be, being delivered to the police or to the courts. Being in the hands of them. Which, like I said, you will be marked as a domestic terrorist, stripped of all rights. They ain't got to give you a phone call. If you're a domestic terrorist or a terrorist, period, all your rights are taken. They can throw you in Guantanamo Bay and don't got to tell nobody. They can torture you, do whatever they want to you. It says so they'll deliver you up to the councils, and yeah, they'll scourge you as well. They'll beat you. They'll do whatever it is they want you to, or they have to do to try to get any answer. Where the rest of them, they might have you like hold on, get the visual, something like this, to where they say, okay, well, here's the main leaders, and here are the lieutenants, and these are the foot soldiers, and this, that, and the third. Where are they? Where can I find him? Where is he? Where is he? You know, and start waterboarding you or electrocuting you, cutting off fingernails. Hey, we got your kid. You know, these are the times that we're coming in, and people will give you up. People will take that money that's on your head.
Uh, it says, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a
Yeah,
testimony.
for Yahawashi's sake, man, for this gospel's sake, man, for what you believe in, man, for the things that we stand on. And we know, Lord's will, nothing's gonna move us off our square. So true man of the Lord, he gonna take that L. He gonna, you can hurt my body, you can't hurt my spirit, you can't stop my belief. There's gonna be martyrs for Yahweh by Shemi Shai. But a true man of the Lord, he understands, just like the sons of Maccabees, those seven sons of Maccabees. We understand that this ain't the end all be all. That we're gonna come back and it's gonna be greater later.
God says, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour when ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Yeah, man. Yahweh Shema Shai ultimately got our back. Yahweh Shema, we ain't gotta worry about nothing. We ain't gotta have a game plan or nothing like that. Yahweh Shema Shai is the game plan. It ain't no plan B.
And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child.
Yeah, your blood brother might, fuck you over, man. Take that Judas purse. Or try to save his skin. Your own daddy, your father, your mother.
And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death.
Hey, your son or your daughter might give you up. Because at the end of the day, it's not for everybody. At the end of the day, everybody don't understand why we're doing the things that we're doing or the purpose behind everything. They can't see everything. It's not for everybody, man. The Lord didn't open their eyes. He gave them ears to hear, but they can't hear.
It says, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Yeah, man. Just keep on grinding, man. Stay on your square. All right. That square is our foundation. All right, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Keep that name, keep that banner, keep everything that you've been taught in the forepart of your mind, man, and the forepart of your spirit. Because what does the scripture say? Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. It's gonna make you stable, it's gonna give you that faith. All right. The fear of the Lord is this treasure, man. So as long as you constantly meditating on Yahweh Shem Shai, who was forsaken? Who put their trust in the Lord and was forsaken? Exactly, nobody. At the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahawashi got the elects back. So us as the hopeful elect, us as the men who hope to obtain that office of the elect, hey, just push forward and stay, like I said, keep meditating on this, man. Meditate day and night and pray. Pray that you are deemed worthy.
But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come.
Yeah, so you gonna know when it's time to get the fuck. You gonna know when it's time to go to the wilderness, to migrate, to relocate. You might see your face on the news, and well, time to go. You know, they might set up checkpoints. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen this man? Hey, martial law might kick in the door. We all got IDs. We all got jobs. You know, our address is out there. You know, we all got IP addresses. They know who's doing these videos. They know who's watching these videos. They don't need no camera. The Wi-Fi is snitching on us right now. They can see in our house, and just based off of how the Wi-Fi signal is bouncing, they can see me. They can see, you know what I'm saying, a dog. They got all of that already. The only thing that we have to combat this, man, is the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, our faith. That's how we're going to combat this, man. And combat these fucking haters that'll give us up, man.
The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord.
Yeah, man, Yahweh Shai went through this, man. Or we not better than our master? No, we're not better than the Lord. We're going to go through the same things.
It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household?
Hey, man, if they called the Lord a fucking demon, what do they think about us? You know, this is the greatest man of all time. And, you know, look at the persecution that he went through. And we ain't no better, man. So, you know, we're going to get that same or worse. All right, so I just want to jump into, you know, just the persecution real quick. But, well, yeah, let's get this real quick. Because start at, we started at 12, right? Yeah, start at 12.
God. This is Matthew chapter 26, verse 12. For in that she had poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman had done, be told for a memorial of her.
Yeah, because Yahweh Shai knew that the time was coming that he was going to be persecuted. He knew that, you know, he had to fulfill all things and what was to come. Go ahead.
And then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went unto the chief priests and said unto them, what will ye give me, and I will deliver him unto you? And they covenanted with him for 30 pieces of silver.
Yeah, man. So they made a deal to sell out the Lord in his location, all right, for 30 pieces of silver. So we're going to, before we get into the silver, basically the deal was, hey, you let me know where he at, where he's time to be there, and, you know, we'll go take him down. Nowadays, the phone is snitch on you. They don't even need to pay nobody. You know, they got your location through all these devices. But even then, you know what I'm saying, still, people will still sell you out. So let's go into the 30 pieces of silver.
It says, this is from www.spirit1053.com. It says, was it worth it to him? Because the Bible does not specifically state which silver coins the priest gave, Scholars debate the actual value of the coins in the time of Yahawashi. Some say the value may have been worth as high as 120 days' wages, while many others believe it could have been as low as 5 days' wages.
Yeah, so me and the brother were speaking earlier. 4 months worth of wages, at the medium income for America being about 30,000 a year. So, give or take, at 3 months, that's $10,000. You know, just to give you a sense of what it what it what it's worth, or it could have been as low as you know 500, anywhere between five. And I know that seems like a big difference, but I mean they gave us a big difference: 120 days or 5 days. But you would think it would be closer to the 10K. But hey, we just seen on the other one we Googled. It said that it could have been about $340. Either way it goes, what I'm saying, it's a minuscule amount of money. But we do know that there are people that are paid off and have received millions. Look at Comfy. And there's other people who are suspected of, selling out based off their doctrines, based off their actions. But, it's not my job to, until it's blatant, like it was with Comfy, then, I'm not going to speak on it. But, if it looked like a duck and, and quack like a duck.
It says, so Matthew 26:16. And from that time, he saw opportunity to betray him.
Yeah, man. So after that, he started looking for his way to send it to set him up, so to speak. And then they had the Last Supper, and he dipped in the sop with Yahawashi, and it was known. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Man, go do your thing." So let's get the account. Yeah, Bubba, we'll show you. Start right here.
John chapter 18, verse 1. When Yahawashi had spoken these words, he went forth with his disciples over the brook Cedron, where was a garden, into the which he entered, and his disciples. And Judas also, which betrayed him, knew the place, for Yahawashi oft times resorted thither with his disciples. Judas then, having received a band of men and officers from the chief priests and Pharisees, cometh thither with lanterns and torches and weapons. Yahushua therefore, knowing all things that should come upon him, went forth and said unto them, Whom seek ye? They answered him, Yahushua of Nazareth. Yahushua said unto them, I am he. And Judas also, which betrayed him, stood with them.
Yeah, man, you got to see your so-called homie on the other side, and you know what I'm saying. Just imagine putting yourself in the other apostles' shoes. You know, y'all sitting out there, Yahushua praying inside. Then he come out, you know what I'm saying. It's that time, and then these niggas appear, torches, weapons. You know what I'm saying, ready to, arrest Yahushua. And then you see what I'm saying, the brother that you thought was your brother over there with him, and the rage that goes through your spirit at that time. And put yourself in Paul's shoes. It's like put yourself in Peter's shoes. Go ahead.
As soon then as he had said unto them, I am he, they went backward and fell to the ground. Then asked he them again, Whom seek ye? And they said, Yahushua of Nazareth. Yahushua answered, I have told you that I am he. If therefore ye seek me, let these go their way, that the saying might be fulfilled which he spake, Of them which thou gavest me have I lost none.
Yeah, he said, man, look, y'all here for me. He's speaking about the apostles, the disciples. Let them go their way, man. They ain't got nothing to do with this. Don't cause them no harm.
Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and smote the high priest's servant and cut off his right ear.
Because in his mind, he's like, no, they ain't going out like this, man. We're gonna fight our way out of this. We're not gonna just let him take Yahawashi. You know, he was ready to ride. I gotta see this nigga who I called a brother, who I did the work with, who who I slept in this, in the same quarters with this man, broke bread with this man, multiplied fish with this man, healed the sick with this man, seen the miracles, got the breakdowns, the revelations with this man, and this nigga sold out the Lord. Fuck that. We gonna kill these niggas.
God, it says the servant's name was Malchus. Then said Yahushua unto Peter, Put up thy sword into the sheath. The cup which my father had given me, shall I not drink it?
Yeah, hey, this gotta happen. This gotta happen. I just prayed to the Father if he could take this cup away. But he didn't answer me, so guess what? I gotta drink this cup. I have to be persecuted. I gotta do these things in order to what? In order to be a bridge back for the children of Israel to the Most High. Or we still be in fucking limbo. So it had to happen.
Then the band and the captain and officers of the Jews took Yahushua and bound him, and led him away to Annas first, for he was father-in-law to Caiaphas, which was the high priest that same year. Now Caiaphas was he which gave counsel to the Jews that it was expedient that one man should die for the people. And Simon Peter followed Yahushua, and so did another disciple. That disciple was known unto the high priest, and went in with Yahushua into the palace of the high priest. But Peter stood at the door without. That then went out that other disciple, which was known unto the high priest, and spake unto her that kept the door, and brought in Peter. Then said the damsel that kept the door unto Peter, Art not thou also one of this man's disciples? He said, I am not.
And this is done just, it had to be done. Peter didn't believe. He thought that he was, he's the rock, right? Cephas, rock. Okay, he's the rock that the church is built on. Sakya, Yahawashi is the rock that the church is built on. But, you know, he basically carried the torch after Yahawashi. That was his job. But in his mind, he would never betray the Lord. So, him, which I'm kind of jumping the gun, but and we're really gonna end it right here. This is all I really want. I'm just gonna make this last statement. But it was just shown to him that when he denied the Lord, you know, we might not be as strong as we think we are. This is done as a memorial for us as well. You know, stay prayed up. All right. Never say what you're gonna do. Always say, Apparatus our Lord willing. Because even Peter, as much as Peter loved the Lord, and nobody will deny that, he denied the Lord to save his skin. It's not a beautiful thing or something to commend, but it happened 3 times. So, hey, Lord wills this. Lord's will, this is edifying. Lord's will, we are the elect. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. Because, the Most High, He does what He wants to do. We can't force His hand to the left or to the right. But at the end of the day, going back to the subject matter, Yahweh Shai was brought in front of that council. We're not better than Yahweh Shai. And I know we can get sold out for 4 months worth of work. Just think of somebody making, 2-3 grand a month, 8 to 12 thousand dollars. Yeah, they'll sell you out for that. And go and trick it off on a furniture set and some cars, some yayan and some
He said a
drink.
furniture set.
I'm telling you, yeah, you got a new end table, nigga, some couches, the TV, and you sitting in, a cell. They sitting out here eating filet mignon with couscous. But hey, that's really all I wanted to get into, Lord's will. This was edifying. And I just wanted to say, watch your surroundings, watch who you introducing into your life. Don't trust them new niggas over there. Ultimately, stay prayed up, stay in the spirit, and we give our praise, honor, and glory unto
Unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by
Ba'ashem,
Hashem, Yahawashi,
Yahawashi,
by Hashem,
Ba'ashem, Ruach.
Rakakradash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men, the women, and the children who follow. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.